I can often predict whether a Chinese brand will succeed overseas based on one specific sentence someone says or does not say in our first few meetings. There is a sentence that I've heard, or some version of it, that I've seen from brands that go on to do well in overseas markets. The sentence is a variation of, "We may be wrong about this." It's not said with anxiety, it's said with genuine openness. A founder or marketing lead looking at their own assumptions about the Western market, their positioning, and their assumptions about Western customers, and saying out loud that they might have got these wrong and they want to find out. I almost never hear this sentence in any form from brands that then go on to struggle in Western markets. What I hear from struggling brands is a different story. It's also typically a variation of the same idea. We know our customer, we know who wants to buy our product. See, the difference is that brands that start by thinking that they may be wrong, they set up feedback loops. They find ways early and quickly to test their hypotheses about their assumptions on the Western market they're trying to enter into and their Western customers. They run small tests before big launches. They read all of the feedback and comments, every single one, as data rather than negative attacks. And they change direction, sometimes significantly based on what they learn. And they do this without thinking it's a failure, but rather with this new data that they've gathered, they need to change direction in order to be successful. Now, the brands that say, "We know our customer," they do not build these feedback loops. Why would you test an assumption that you're so confident about? They launch based on their existing understanding, and when the market reacts differently, they often don't even notice. Mainly because they were not really even looking. Or they notice late and they realize that they've spent most of the budget in a direction that's not working. And I want to be clear, the brands that say we might be wrong are not less confident or have less faith in their product. It's often the opposite. I've seen that most of the time the brands that say we may be wrong have the founders and the marketing team that are genuinely interested in seeing how they can be the right fit for their target market. And actually, I think it shows that they're intellectually secure enough to be able to let go of any of their assumptions or directions that they thought might work. So my advice as new brands looking to go overseas would to be build this feedback habit. Individually and as a team, you should be treating every assumption about the Western market and Western customers as just that, an assumption, a hypothesis that you need to test before taking any clear action. Think about your current assumptions on the Western market or Western consumers. Are they hypotheses you're currently testing or beliefs you've taken as fact? Be honest with yourself and let me know in the comments below.